Hi, I'm Ted Dodd, president of DOTAC, Diaconia of the Americas and the Caribbean. And I chair the Committee for Volunteer Coordinating Committee, which is one of the new committees of Diaconia World Federation. The DWF Executive Committee created 10 new committees. And the hope was, this vision was that we were going to be sharing the work and broadening the number of people who are involved in DWF and energizing the Federation by having focus areas for folks to concentrate on and involve people from all around the world. Our committee has 4 volunteers on it. And why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Anne Wren. I live in Scotland and I represent DRE.
And this is our president, Sandy Boyce. She lives in Melbourne, Australia, and she's a member of the Uniting Church of Australia and a deacon in that denomination. And she serves on our committee as well, representing DAP, Diaconia Asia Pacific. And this is me. I already introduced myself. And
hi, I'm Lisa Polito from Valparaiso, Indiana in the United States of America, and I represent DOTAC on the Volunteer Coordination Committee.
The Communication Committee obviously reviews and oversees the various communication platforms of the World Diaconia Federation. So we have a website, and Jeff Hurst has been recently recruited to be involved in that. The monthly prayer, which is written by various members of the executive committee, and that's posted on our website, but it's also, you can get archived versions of it there. And Diaconia E-News, which our new editor, Anne Russell Brighty from New Zealand, is the editor. And if you want to be placed on the distribution list, there's the address you can go to. And the president's blog, Sandy writes regularly on her blog, and it's a very interesting collection of various diaconal events and happenings around the world. And the members on the committee are Quentin De Beer from DRE, he lives in South Africa, and Sophie Agtarap, who is from DOTAC, and there's Anne, the editor of the newsletter, Anne Russell Brighty, and Sandy, and Mandy Harriman, who lives in Perth, Western Australia, and is an Anglican deacon there.
The DIAC Aid Committee is one of the most exciting committees because they get to give away money. Members of this committee promote DIAC Aid, oversee the reviewing of grant applications, support the grant applicants, and assess grant projects. DIAC Aid committee membership is from people from all the regions of Diaconia World Federation, including Joy Prim here from DOTAC, Shulamith Namimba Moshe from DRE, Don Livingston from DOTAC, Krista McGaw, Ronka, Troude, and Torsten, who are all part of the DWF board.
Membership Connections is one of the new groups, and it is to encourage relationships between and amongst Diaconia World Federation members, to bring together deacons and deaconesses and diaconal workers that are working in very similar situations to share. And the Membership Connections Committee represent all the different areas, and Alethea McGravin, Diane Martin, DOTAC, Ariasana, Sadrata Kurikava, and Sandy Boyce, both on the executive board.
Currently, I'm sorry, go for it, Lisa.
The Justice Committee is currently choosing to focus on work around climate change. This committee too is made up of members from all over: Eric King, Sophie Lazares, Emma Cantor, Leah Wandera, Mabel Shikali, Kirsi Sempanen, and Sandy Boyce.
The Finance Committee, an essential part of the Executive Board, and oversees the financial management of the World Federation. Finance Committee comprises of Katie Croft from DOTAC, Phil McGow from DAP, and then ex officio members of the board, Elizabeth Meir, Gordon Pennickid, and Thorsten Walter.
The Donor Development Committee manages the work of developing philanthropy within and beyond the organization and helping people to realize that the organization is something that's worth supporting, and financially and otherwise. So we have Torsten, who was the ex officio member who serves in Diakonio in Nieuwendettelsau, and Lindsay Furtick Johnson from DOTAC and Karen Douglas from DOTAC are working on this committee.
Oh, sorry. Diakonal Formation Committee brings together people that are networking on formation and training, and so to encourage sharing of information across the Federation. On the Diakonal Formation Committee, we have members representing all our regions: Deborah Lennox from DOTAC, Dow Grobler from DRE, Maureen Hogan from DOTAC, and Sarah Koskin from DOTAC, Maura Crawford from DRE, and Marisana Sadrata Kurakava and Gordon Pennickid, both ex officio board members.
The Theology of Diakony group is just getting going, and this committee is intended to encourage theological discussion and study about the nature, purpose, and aims of diaconia. And so there'll be some research of the scholarship, of the writing that's out there around diaconia, and consult our authors and encourage people to be thinking about diaconia and communicating with the world what it's about. And one of their first projects is thinking about doing an annotated bibliography of various works that are written about diaconia. And so the members of this committee are Michael Jackson from Canada, from DOTAC. He's an Anglican deacon. Sister Dottie Almoney, who's a deaconess from DOTAC. John Atchison from South Africa, Jacques Bukes, also from South Africa, but he's representing REDI, which is the International Society for Research and Study of Diaconia and Christian Social Practice. And so it's good to have that partnership connected. And from the executive committee, Mariana Uverland and Ronke Uru.
We're always looking for new members to join Diakonia World Federation, and this committee manages and oversees that work, finding, recruiting, and supporting new member organizations. This committee is made up of several different people: Heidi from DOTAC, who lives in Costa Rica, Arletta, who is from Brazil, Fatil Carolina, who is from Nigeria, and Traude, who is the ex officio member.
And the questions we would like you to reflect upon, having seen our 10 groups, is what area of Diakonia World Federation work interests you? And is there any way you might like to become more involved with Diakonia World Federation?
Diaconia offers an international and ecumenical community of diaconal friendship, connecting us in diversity and commonality. Diaconia broadens our worldview and deepens our sense of diaconal vocation. Diaconia reminds the Church of God's call to service, justice, compassion, and peace for creation, and assists us in living out our ministries in the world with vision and hope. The Church is not the Church without Diaconia.
Thanks for listening to our report from the Volunteer Coordination Committee of the Diaconia World Federation. And we hope your meetings are going well and that you're enjoying viewing these videos. Thank you very much. Do you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Hi.
Okay, I panicked because I didn't realize we were saying people's names.
Yeah, and I don't